No pancakes. For what? Like in a biscuit?
Ow. I don't know what I'm laying on, but it hurts.
Okay, I'm gonna go through some of the fuel system modifications necessary. This is the top. Here's your OEM regulator. You can see, and I don't want to push it in because that was a bear to get out. But it goes like this. It's got this guy sitting over top of it. Don't need this. My understanding, this has got to get cut. All this smaller tube and the little bracing for it. I took this guy off of here. It just pops. You can see those. Use a flat head and pop them out from here. Comes out real easy. That, like I said, I don't know if you, that does not come out easy. But I need to get this. Can't see, but it's dirty as heck. So I'm gonna get that cleaned up. I'm gonna get a brush and clean this up a little bit more. A bunch of dirt. It doesn't matter too much. This part that where my thumb is, that stuff matters. Where is the new unit? I swear I put it here. It is. Okay. There's a P clamp that I'm gonna put on the inside of this guy whenever I get ready to get mounted. Get that, run that thing to the bottom. This is the regulator or check valve, whatever you want to call it, for the replacement. See, it'll kind of snap in there a little bit, like a good seal. Top, bottom. May or may not. That cap guy may or may not work, but that'll basically go in there, snap in. Get you some fuel hose on there. That's going to be your supply. I'm not exactly sure where they want the return going, but that's all for right now. Okay, don't have a lot of time today, but I did actually last night. I took this guy out. So see, it's cracked. I don't know if that's from. It's hard to show you with one hand, but anyway, got that out of there. And there's also this this part that's got to be modified. See that stuff in there? See, with the gas is a lot of vapors, so you've got a lot to do about keeping that stuff away. So I'm gonna have to get down there and remove all that, grind it out. Trying to. It's hard to move my head and try to let you see everything. That's because it needs to be at the bottom. Okay. If you can see, that's the nozzle. All that stuff, I think it's got to come out. I'm actually going to look at my truck too and emulate whatever it does. Bunch of nasty stuff in here, by the way. But, yeah, that's what happens when you're in mud a lot. Anyway, that's got to be modified. I got to drop this tank in, plus since I'm changing out the tank, some of this stuff doesn't need to be there. Some of the stuff does. But anyway, I'm going to go look and try to see what I can do for getting this tank out. But I kind of need to be quick today because I got a bunch of other stuff I got to do. So. Yay. 13mm works. Well, dang it. That's not what I was going for at all. This is not heavy though, so Not that big of a deal. However, I should have done something not so stupid. But now I kind of know how this works. It's always the benefit of doing something. It's kind of dumb as you learn how something works. So, I need to reposition. I'm not sure how. I can't just lift this on my chest and then roll out. I'm gonna have to almost might have to do something clever. Ratchet straps. That's the answer. It's probably not the answer. Oh, I'm an idiot. Alright. Let's hold that and see where we're at. It's like there's a grounding strap up there. Can you see it? Okay, there we go. Now let's bring it down a little further. Oh, okay. So, probably. Oh shit, that stuff. Yeah, I forgot about that. Eee. Probably not good. Get a little bit of pressure on it. Okay. I'm just going to show you. We're going to do some work. Oh, where's my headlamp? Tie work is fun, isn't it? Got some lines. I've got to figure out where they go and what the heck I can do with them. And you're not going to be able to see. So, see ya. Okay, got the filler neck. I left the camera in the car, so you can see me wrestling with a few of the connections. Getting the tank out of there. Well, also, with the 29-inch tires, the tank slid out and had plenty of room. So, didn't have to do any jacking up or nothing like that. This needs to go. Also, I cut the grounding strap. That's not really an issue for diesels. It's a combustible, so it's not flammable. So that's really not that big of a deal on here. I might put it back, might not. This part is necessary You see my pinky? That's just to make sure that it kind of gives a little extra breather or whatever. You don't need the evaporation stuff that they have on the gasoline, because the you don't get all the vapor from diesel. So that's another slight benefit here. Not much, but it's something. Actually, all that culminates to actually be a decent feature once you do all this. The lack of a flammable liquid in your vehicle kind of gives you some options that we don't think about here in the U.S. Anyway, now that looks like plastic in there. It might be some kind of die-cast metal or whatever. Obviously, the little flapper in there is not. But none of that is necessary, and you actually get some diesel tanks or pumps that are very high flow, and you don't want all that bouncing back. You'll never get to fill it up. So that needs to go. On a normal one, that's not that big a deal. Like when you just go to your regular pumps. That being said, I don't know. I've never had that. The truck, everything like that I'm used to is just straight. Nothing gets in its way. Just a big old hole. Chunk it in there and go. I do have a feeling that this will probably overflow quite a bit if you didn't get rid of that, though. So I'm gonna just kind of hammer away at it using like a Dremel. You're just die grinder kind of deal. You just have to, be imaginative and just keep going until it's done. You could probably bust it out on this since it's plastic, but I'm kind of a lazy day. I'm just gonna use a die grinder from the Dremel and get rid of it. And I'm not gonna show you because you couldn't see it. All right. I missed showing you how to take off some of this stuff. By the way, here they are. These were a pain in the butt to remove. Same on the other side. The hoses, they took me a couple hours or so to get off there. I was just pouring sweat by all the exertion. I was just giving all I could get. Eventually it was able to let go, and I even ended up using a little bit of heat from a little heat gun. Give just a little bit more, which I do not like doing on gas, but whatever. It eventually gave. Alright, that's it for right now. Okay, now I kind of didn't show you a lot of this. Right here on the side is the fuel sending unit to let you know the level. Then down in here, oh, sorry, I'm not good at this stuff. This whole tube, and it comes off. And just leave that plastic piece. I probably will keep that, I guess. Anyway, this going into here. This is actually the fuel pump. You do not need this. But anyway, and then there's an electrical connection up here that I had to undo. But anyway, you see down here that goes into a little, oh heck, what do they call it? Just a little strainer, and then on the bottom there's another strainer that goes like this. I'm gonna try to just leave a link because I just had to start tearing into this thing, but I did find something on YouTube that was a really good resource, and it's just showing one of these units where they're just changing the pump only, not the whole unit. You typically, when your fuel pump goes out in a gas vehicle, you generally just change the whole pump. But you can go and do just that one piece, and it's a lot cheaper. When I've looked before in the past, there's like $100 difference between just the pump and the whole unit. So, and with the strainers or anything like that, I don't even know what those cost. But I might actually try to get the strainers and then try to take this guy off. Then maybe try to adapt adapt to that, but I don't know. Probably not. I don't know if that's an issue or not, but it seems like it might not be a bad idea to have some pre-strain before it actually goes through the water separator and filter. But again, I don't know. This is my first diesel swap, and being a common rail, they're a little more picky. But that's pretty much all. Oh yeah, there's a spring in there too. Again, don't think I need any of that stuff for this swap. And not sure what else. I guess it's it for now. That seems like I've got nothing done today, but just a few little things. I also had to go mow my yard, and of course my mower screwed up after just getting it back together. And it's another problem. I've been down 3 or 4 times with that thing. I don't know if it's. I'll still keep fixing it until engine seizes up or something. But anyway, that's another point. I don't remember if I showed you. It's kind of how I finished up. Needs to go to the parts washer. Crap, I don't have another little light on here to show you. Let me go outside. Maybe it'll be better there. It's starting to get overcast. Crap, that doesn't help either, does it? Let's see what's going on in a darker color truck. Anyway, you can see that basically. You can see light. Got most of the edges on there, but there's still a lot of plastic dust. I certainly don't want that in there. I ran a rack through it, but it's still not very great. Just want to get the... Yeah, that's a little bit better. Oh, hope that's right. If not, junkyards have them. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how to... You can see in there... I'll get the headlamp there. If you can see right above the starter, there's the fuel return. You can see like 2 inches or so, there's the firewall. So it's close. Also, I've got the line for the hydraulic clutch on there. So I'm gonna have to route all that stuff pretty soon. Something that probably needs to be done sooner than later. Also, I guess you can see, clearance wise, pretty easy for the fuel filter. Now, once the side is on here, I don't know, but hell, I might end up making myself some room just so I don't have to screw with this. Well, no, I'll probably just get back underneath the vehicle to take that out. Then it'll probably just angle it right back, just a few inches, go beside the starter. Should just slide right out pretty easy. Same with the fuel or the oil filter, which I still haven't sourced yet locally. Well, I'm trying to talk to everybody. They ain't gonna have it. But I can go to probably the next big city. I'm just gonna have to get several of them, maybe find something online, get a case of them. Oh, a lot of work to do. I'm tired. Alright, I drilled an extra hole here for my fuel return. And I normally have a rag in there. I've also got a little shop vac over here to keep all the debris out and just to keep it clean. Which I just dropped that on the floor. Yippee. Okay. Somewhere here. This is great preparation. Because I was going to show the fitting I have. Give me a sec. Okay. Well, maybe that headlight's not helping. There we go. That helps a little bit better, I guess. Anyway, now this is stainless steel. I may have showed this before. I'm going to put an O-ring down there to kind of help seal. This is aluminum, so shouldn't get much galvanic, I don't know. Whatever that reaction I've heard of. Never seen it in practice. I don't work with aluminum. But anyway, there's a hole. Let's see if it fits. Okay, this will actually go inside the tank. That way there's no somebody's come by. That way just try to keep most of the debris out. Well, and also stainless. I don't know how that's supposed to be actually. That could go either way. Because I could do it like this. Screw it down. I don't necessarily like that seal as much. And I'd have, I don't know, I guess it'd go either way, it doesn't matter. Actually I know what I'm gonna do. That one's shorter. Since this has to go up and then I have to do a loop with the line, going with the short one. Let's see how that fits. I need to continue to deburr. I've got a little Dremel over here that I'm gonna deburr that hole, the inside of that hole a little bit better. But I'm going to go get another rag and throw it in there to catch any kind of debris. Though I still will be using a little shop vac to get that clean. Okay, saw a nice little screw up here. Where I put over here, the cinder or the level that comes up over here shouldn't ever be an issue, but it is a little close. I moved it back. Let's see. I'm just gonna lift this up for you. I can't see it. This is not. Here we go. There we are. Sorry, I didn't get that all the way down yet. If you can see, you cannot see. You can kind of see where the man, sorry, it's so bad. There you go. That guy goes in there. Also, put a little grease on that. Didn't have any tears in it. I really should have replaced it, but local stores didn't have that gasket. And this is diesel. It doesn't have much of the problems failing like gas ones do. There's just not nearly the pressure on them. And it's an oil. So it kind of likes it. Doesn't really dissolve in it, I don't think. Not in diesel, probably not. I can't remember if this was to go all the way in or not. I might check some old videos. I think maybe it does want to go in. Alright, I can't really show you him work. So, Anyway, a little bit of screw up on my part. Okay, I saw somewhere that maybe this is a trick, like put the seal down a little bit. It is supposed to be all the way up on the finish, which that makes perfect sense. I could not get it to go by pushing it and didn't really want to beat the hell out of this thing with a hammer, so we'll try this. Now just take it easy. Okay, trick worked. Of course I screwed it up once. But well, because I had this like over here somewhere, so whatever. Really, it probably doesn't matter as much for me, for my application, but screw it. I'm gonna go ahead and get it as close as I can. So, all right, I'm gonna put the nut back on there and get it kind of cinched down and ride this bad boy in there. And these straps are loose. I guess I'll get it tight afterwards. So, all right. I'm sure there's a bunch of other crap I'm supposed to do that I've forgotten. So, I can't remember if I'm supposed to do those. Heck, I hardly remember the orientation. So, probably have it up, drop it down a couple more times. Good times.